Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. So, today I'm going to do a diptych and I'm also going to try two different techniques. So I want to combine a Dutch pour and a swipe. So, I'm thinking of using just all blues, maybe with a touch of gold. I can't miss out my gold colour because I absolutely love it. And yeah, I'm just kind of experimenting to see how I'm going to make this possible. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to split both canvases in half and have the Dutch pour on one half and then the swipe on the other, and then do the reverse on the other canvas. So when they're hung up, the Dutch pours will be kind of diagonally opposite each other and the swipes will be diagonally opposite each other. That's the plan in my head. I'm going to try and do this in one go. I'm probably going to have to do many experiments, but let's just see. I'm using paint and water only, but with the swipe colour, I'm going to use black, but with a touch of Australian Floetrol. So, wish me luck. Let's see what we can create. Okay, so I'm just going to layer the base coat. And Wedgewood is one of my favourite colours, but I have listed all the colours in the description. So I'm just making sure that I've got a good consistency on my base before I start layering my paints for the swipe and the Dutch pour. Okay, so all the air bubbles have been popped. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to concentrate on my swipe. So I'm just going to layer the colours in one half of the canvas on each canvas. And then the intention is to use the black tone that's mixed with Australian Floetrol. And I'm going to swipe that across because I want to create those numerous cells. So what I'm doing is I'm just layering those colours one by one, side by side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to torch to get rid of the air bubbles, and then I'm going to do the swipe. So let's go for the swipe. I've got my black paint on my palette knife and I'm literally just going to swipe all the way across, and I'm dragging that paint across the canvas down the side to the edge. Wow, look at all those cells, and that's because of our friend Australian Floetrol. So I'm going to get some more, and then I'm just going to go back in and I'm just going to do the remaining paint that's on that canvas, and I think I'm going to swipe over to the other side. So I'm just going to put my palette knife on the canvas and drag the paint across the canvas to the side. So I'm now going to repeat that for the other side of the canvas. I have my black paint on the palette knife and I'm just going to swipe all the way across. And when I'm doing this, I'm just having a look at the composition and the overall pattern that I'm creating, because what I want to do is I want to have two very different versions. So by doing the swipe technique and the Dutch pour technique, I'm hoping it's going to create a really interesting piece with quite a lot of movement and texture, including all the different shapes that you see. Okay, so I'm happy with the swipe sides. So I'm now going to concentrate on the Dutch pour. And then what I need to think about is how I'm going to combine both of those techniques on that one canvas. So I'm doing them very separately, but I almost need them to kind of merge into one so it doesn't look too disjointed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer my paints like I normally would for a normal Dutch pour. What I would say though is these paints I'm using for the Dutch pour are slightly thicker because I needed a slightly thicker consistency to do the swipe, and I didn't want to use two different consistencies because again I wanted to almost have like a seamless approach to this design. So you will see that the paint is slightly thicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer some more paint on the base so it gives me some movement and it will help the flow with the Dutch pour. And I'm just going to blow this out and create a design on the other half of those canvases. Okay, so wet version look. Wow, I absolutely love this colour palette. You know me by now, I'm a huge fan of blues and I love that gold, and that gold's almost taken over in the swipe part, but oh my goodness, I'm so glad it did, because the detail and the cells in each of those canvases is amazing, and I'm really happy with the end result. I'm just hoping that it dries really well. This is just paint and water, so fingers crossed guys, there's no cracking. Just a few close-ups of the wet version, just so you can see those details and all those cells. I just love how that blue and that gold works really well together, and I'm so happy with the tones that I've chosen. So this is the dried version, and yeah, I'm so happy with it. I can't express how relieved that I am that it's dried well and no cracking. I see two different things in these paintings. I see a blue phoenix there on the right, and I also see a dancing man on the left. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn round the left canvas just so you can see what I mean, and see if you can see him too. And as always, I'd love to know what you think. Please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see what you see in these paintings, because that's one thing that I absolutely love about fluid art. We can all see very different things. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a great week ahead. And thanks again for all of your support. It really, really means a lot. So take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.